the little cloud who made a big difference. High in the big blue sky lived a little cloud named Lily. She was soft and white, but she was also sad. "I'm too small," she sighed, watching the big clouds gather on the horizon. The big clouds made booming thunderstorms and big splashy puddles that children loved. "All I have are a few tiny teardrops of rain," Lily whispered to herself. What could a little cloud with little rain possibly do? Far below, in a sunny garden, a family of daisies drooped their heads. Their yellow faces were pointed to the ground, and their green leaves were limp and tired. "Oh, we're so thirsty," they whispered to the dry dirt. Lily floated over them, a tiny shadow on the sun-baked ground, but her shade wasn't nearly enough to cool them down. A little sparrow with tired wings landed on a nearby fence post. Pant, pant, pant. His feathers were ruffled, and he looked exhausted from the heat. "It's so hot," chirped the sparrow, looking up at Lily. "A single drop of rain would feel like a cool drink from a giant cup." Lily thought about the sparrow's words. A single drop? She felt more like a leaky faucet than a giant cup, but looking at the tired bird, she knew she had to try. She took a deep breath, wiggled a little, and squeezed with all her might. Plink, plonk, plink. 3 tiny raindrops fell from the sky. The drops landed right on the daisies' faces. They gasped, lifting their heads just a little. "Oh, thank you," they cheered, their voices small but happy. The little sparrow dipped his beak into a droplet that had landed on a leaf. He took a long drink and then sang the happiest song Lily had ever heard. Lily felt a happy fizz inside. Her little rain mattered. But then, a new sound filled the air. Whoosh! It was Gusto, the big, dry wind. He was a bully who liked to blow things around and dry everything up. "Ha!" he howled, rushing through the garden. "I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your little drops away." He swooped past the daisies, and the tiny drops vanished in his dry breath. Lily trembled. Gusto's mean, dry breath made her feel smaller and smaller. He swirled around her, laughing. She clutched her last few raindrops tightly. "If I give them away," she worried, "I might disappear forever." The garden was getting dusty again, and the sparrow's happy song had stopped. Just then, 2 little fireflies, the Glimmerbugs, blinked beside her. "Don't worry, Lily," they buzzed in their sparkly way. "We can help you." A gentle breeze named Whisper swirled up from the flowers below. "Your kindness is stronger than his wind," she whispered softly to Lily. "Let's do this together." Lily looked down at the thirsty garden and her new friends. She took one last, big, brave breath. With help from Whisper the Breeze, she sprinkled her very last drops. The Glimmerbugs flew with each drop, making them sparkle and shine like tiny diamonds falling from the sky. Lily became so light she was almost see-through. Was she vanishing? But she didn't disappear. Where her diamond drops landed, the garden burst with life. Seeing her brave act, the big clouds gathered. They smiled and showered the garden with a gentle, happy rain. Lily, though still small, floated proudly among her new giant friends. She felt as big as the whole sky because she learned a big secret. Even a little kindness can change a whole sky.